link there in the agenda for this week. Presentation time, you'll connect to the SSID on the board, which is CIS280. I'll have you guys do one at a time, even though it's probably disconnected now because it's been a while since I connected you earlier. There's a password. You will see a password or a 4-digit code on the screen that'll pop up when I have you present your app. And you'll need to turn on the AirPlay mirroring, connect to my PC device, turn on mirroring. When it's your turn, you'll explain the concept for your app, target audience, app category, challenges, success is what you would do if you have more time. And that might have to turn off your Wi-Fi and turn it back on, Robert. And there's a code on the overhead. And you'll have to turn on mirroring. You might toggle the mirroring on and off. Sometimes you have to do that to get the AirPlay to show up. There it is. And I will expand this here for you. All right, sir, it's all yours.
All right. So my app is what's on the menu. This app was my mom has a. Oops, sorry.
Okay, hold it.
All right. My mom has a vision disability, and a lot of times when her or her sisters go out to a restaurant, they have trouble seeing the menus because it's usually a low lit setting area. So it gave me the idea to have an app where she could take her iPad with her and then go to a restaurant and open up the menu inside of the restaurant. Yep. And so that's what gave me the idea for this. So it's the one down on the bottom with the fork and the knife. When you click on the app, it opens up. You have the menu items in this area. One of the things that I did was make bigger cells, table cells for bigger font, so it was easier to see. And then in underneath that, in the subtitles, the different types of cuisines that there are. If I had more time, I would definitely do some sort of geocaching for the area, or able to then be able to download from the restaurant sites. A hiccup that I came into, a lot of the sites that you go to, either their menus are not in PDF format as it is, so then that would require actually reaching out to their websites, and that you don't always have Wi-Fi everywhere. So for this right here, these are all offline, all PDF versions, so I went out and got the PDFs. Or if they didn't have it, then I saved the web page in PDF format and then put it on here. So going down here, just pick on one of them, like Cracker Barrel. The menu then opens up. A couple things with this was getting the magnifier to work. And I don't know if it's because of all the recent updates that are going on, but still, if I hold my finger down, it does, in fact, the magnification works, but you also notice that it highlights the word at the same time, and I wasn't able to get that to work. But then another thing is the menu scrolls is the zooming, the pinch and zoom feature. So I was able to get that to work as well, and then also the double tap of a finger then brings it back out, and then tapping the top. And it's just a little minor detail, but up at the very top of the navigation bar, you see that whatever menu is being selected, then that is the name. That name is also displayed up on top of the navigation bar as well. And one of the biggest challenges was figuring out the best way to populate, whether by doing an array, that type of nature. It seemed like I would get it going and then it would crash on me. And so I created a menu object and did it that way.
Okay.
And then I was able to then just reinstantiate the same menu object over and over again. Each time. Yep. And so yeah, so that's.
I like it.
So
And one of the options here, or you said it selected the menu items along with zooming.
Yeah.
I know you might have already tried it, but if you haven't, one of the properties for the view, and I don't know if you have this loaded in a web view or not, that PDF, is it loaded in a web view each time?
This one? No.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Is it, but there's an option actually.
Oh yeah,
to-
it is Uiwebview. Yeah, that's what I
Uiwebview
use. Yeah.
is there's a checkbox to uncheck to don't allow selectable. Don't allow anything to be selectable. If you uncheck that, I'm wondering if the selection
blue,
thing would go away.
I bet it would.
I bet it would. So cool, great job. Let's give him a hand. Excellent.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Good job. Okay, who was number 2? Maria? All right. And then Robert, I'll have you, just disconnect the air server. Excellent idea. I mean, that can be useful for a lot of folks, I think. Not just your mom, but I know a lot of folks could definitely use that. And what's funny is, well, it's not funny, but it's interesting is a lot of restaurants already don't have such a creature. Even I don't know, larger menus or something. They don't have it. So that's an issue that I'm guessing she has to bring a magnifying glass with her everywhere, right? Or sheet magnifier, or whatever the case may be. Yeah. Right. So this would be I'm thinking a really beneficial added service to, I know you've got a whole list of them, but like I say, most of these places or some of them already have apps already maybe. Right. This would just be an added addition, a kind of accessory app for the restaurant, exactly. Which I could see that could be a market. Yeah. I'm thinking. So great job. Yeah, go ahead. Connected to connect to the internet for the class, which is CIS280. And turn off your Wi-Fi and turn it back on. It'll come up in just a second. Turn it off and turn it back on.
Yep.
All right, then hit the home button on your iPad and swipe up from the bottom. Swipe up from the black part here up. Black part up. And then tap on what shows up there. It's still connecting, looks like. But go and finish connecting before we do anything. Still spinning here.
Still spinning.
You don't need it plugged in here, unless your battery's
Oh.
about to die.
Yeah. No, that one should be fully charged.
I think I had you connect when you first came in. It looks like you still have your old settings in there. Okay. Yours.
Okay.
And I got you the mic, right? You just
Okay.
speak up, it'll pick it up for you. Go ahead.
Okay, let me just go find my app. So my app actually is not very original, but I just, got a lot of, I researched, I had an app that I was trying to develop before for my work, but I couldn't quite connect it to a database, so I just kind of gave that up and did this simpler project. Basically, the audience would be anybody who's disorganized like I am, but there's a lot of apps like this out there. However, I hope to, tailor it some more where I could add like a core data to it where it could actually save your list, and at the end of the day or end of the month or the week you can kind of go through. That's not part of this app right now, but I did have a logo, but it fell off because all the files got disconnected, or how did you call that? All my files just got messed up. Anyway, I use 4 view controllers for this app, and basically this this view right here, it's you're looking at one of the tasks that I added to it. And back here, it's actually the list of all the tasks that I wanted to do. So in this view, you can click reorder, and you can actually move these tasks up and down.
Tap on these.
Yeah.
Tap and hold.
Tap and hold, sorry. Yeah, you can move it up and down like that, so you can kind of prioritize. And here, in this view controller, you can add another task like eat, supper, and then you push return and you pick the date. A lot of this code I got from, just sources online, and and then here you can put like something more detailed about this task, like buy fish, and then it saves that description in there for you. And so when you click that, then it's all on your description. So if you have extra notes that you need to remind yourself of, then you can actually do that. And here's where you delete it if you change your mind, or if you just decide it's not one of the things that you should do. So it's really just a basic to-do list, but like I said, I wanted to add more, like to have all these tasks that just kind of be placed in a database, like core data, but I didn't quite get there. So
What are you using for database right now? What are you using to save the data, or is it just a one-time thing right now when the app
it's just a
runs?
one-time thing.
Just
Yeah.
one time, okay.
Yeah. So
I can help you with that, definitely,
That would-
after the
yeah.
class is over. to
Sure.
get into core
But
data.
yeah, it's for me actually, because it helps me keep organized.
Sure.
And I know there's a lot of apps like this. It's not an original idea, but it's just fun to just be able to put the app together and learn the process and apply all the things that we
Sure.
learned in this class. Definitely like the view controller and the segues and all that went into this. So, but yeah, it's just like, it's not really, I mean, I didn't have the logo in there, so
No.
I wish I could have added more, but for now.
And
this is
challenges you
what I-
had? Did you mention challenges?
Oh yeah, well that
Yeah, a few
challenge at the
challenges
end
tonight,
where I
right?
had everything broke
Rebuild
because
the whole app, no
I
big deal.
was trying to upload it to GitHub, and the links broke, and I don't know what I did. I Googled what was that
Yeah.
error, and
I
then
think what you did, and we've all done this before, you guys can attest to this, right? When you copy, like on Macs, even in Windows you can do this, where you can drag and drop a folder on accident to another folder,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, okay, what just happened?
Yeah.
She had the files in the Mac, but they were all remapped to another location. So we had to basically re-find everything and bring it back in. So that happened, so don't feel bad. We don't want
Thanks.
that happening, so. Well, great job, let's give her a hand.
Thank
Excellent.
you.
Good job. Good job. If you could do me a favor and swipe up from the bottom again and tap PC Conkle and then tap iPad. There you go. And then you're good to go. Yes. Control, yes, you're right. Control Z is a lifesaver to undo. You're right. Okay, let's go ahead and have you connect. And go ahead and connect, and I'll make sure you're working there. All right, and I'm going to put this right here in front of you. Just kind of speak up. I'm going to make sure it's turned on here. All right, just kind of speak up where they can hear you.
Okay, do I hold it or?
Nope, it's all good to go. You just leave it right there.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and go. It's all yours, Bert.
So, my app is a video filter app, and I
No,
wish.
stop. Just a second, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Spell your first name, because these guys are filling out a survey while you guys are going.
SOFIA. So I wish that I got to do more with it, but I didn't because I messed something up, and I I couldn't fix it, and I actually just fixed it in the beginning of class today.
What's the idea for the app we have?
A filter, a video filter
So
app.
what, takes videos and then filters videos?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So I wish that I fixed the first picture, because I would have made it not a dog and just something more interesting than a dog. Okay, start. You can, the way it works is that you add a video and you name it, and you record, and you can record, and you can record your video.
They should be able to flip it.
And then you can use the video. And it replays for you, and then you filter it. You can choose from 8 different filters, sepia, apply filter, and then there's a loading bar. And it automatically saves to your photo library. And that's basically it.
And you want to play that sepia once it loads there so you can see the plays it for you. Cool. And further changes you want to make in the future?
If I had more time, I would have fixed it and made it not look. I would have fixed it and made it look better, and I would have added a lot more filters and more things that you could do with your videos.
Okay, let's give her a hand. Good job. One piece, she did a great job coming in a couple weeks ago. Spent about an hour and a half in here. I know all these apps take more time than you ever would have thought of. But that's the nature of app development, just so you know. I know you're in the middle of, Robert, you're in the middle of, with company Ingersoll, thank you, as an intern there, and I think the first couple of weeks he said he did how many projects in the first couple of weeks? You had the interns?
Probably 4 or 5 different ones.
Yeah, and so it's just a constant ebb and flow of development. And if you like that, you'll love development. You like constant change, constant projects maybe messing up at times and have to figure out why they messed up. If you're that type of person that you just keep working at it, because I guarantee you, you can test this and do this as well. When you're working on any app development, doesn't matter what the language is, there's always those times you're like, man, what's causing this to happen? Sometimes it takes a couple things. One, maybe somebody else looking at it. And sometimes it's just walking away from it for a while. And you're at night, you do something, and you're like, that's it. That's what it is on purpose. And you go home that next, you go to work the next morning, and you try it, and sure enough, it's going to work. Did that ever happen? Oh, and I know in your guys' life cycle here, your app development, that definitely happens. So great apps will be able to come a long ways from what you wanted it, and you can keep working on it. So, right? And next. Thank you for disconnecting. I'll take that microphone. And what's great about these presentations is not only the fact that you're presenting your app to the class, and I know you're not totally satisfied sometimes of where it's at, it's at least on your device, and you can actually show it to folks on what you've accomplished and what you want to keep working on. And just a reminder, fill out these surveys, or the survey that's on week 16 for everybody. And spell your name how you want everybody to put on the survey. First name.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, EHKALU.
What's the last two?
LU.
L-U. EHKALU, right?
Right.
Good. All right. So did you get connected to Wi-Fi?
No. Oh yeah, but it's not working.
Okay, that's right. Let me see. You have what version of iOS is this?
7.1.
You want to come up here? quick? Sure. You have your old style. Let me see if I have my you have the working. Let's see here. Do you have it on GitHub?
Yeah.
I need you to do that. Is it recent upload on GitHub?
Yes.
Let's do that. And what's your username? GitHub? Yep. Okay. That's on here. Let me. Here. Okay. What version's on here? All right. You can go ahead and sit here if you want. There you go. Right from there. You want to minimize Xcode so they can just see your app. That'd be awesome. Minimize everything else I got open there.
All right.
It's all yours.
My app is called English Burmese Dictionary, and if you click search like eat, there's a definition and sentence examples, and it has many words of thesaurus and picture examples. And I have it done with history. When you search every word will stay on history.
You track your history?
Yeah.
Well, you track your search history?
Right.
Okay, cool. What was the reasoning behind the reason to create the app?
There are many apps in the App Store, but I want to like for education. Many people, I believe, many people will want that to search any word so that they can understand the definition of the word.
And your home language is Karen, is that correct?
Yes, Korean.
Korean.
Korean. I did some, but I haven't finished with search bar. And if I have time, I will finish the history. This one and another one will be offline access. And,
Right.
and it will have sentence example, picture example. For picture example, you can edit it, like take a picture of it and save it to where you want to work, like any word that you search.
Attach it to a word.
Attach it to a
Gotcha.
word, yeah.
That's a good idea.
And more like about us. You can like us on Facebook.
So you get a Facebook page made for it?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yes. Facebook page. As always, definitely highly recommended. Create a Facebook page for your app that you're getting ready to publish. That's awesome. I like that.
That's it.
So search bar, further, work, history, and just to clarify, your home language, Karen, Burmese is the root language of Karen, is that correct?
Right.
And one of the questions I asked him when he was creating this app was, okay, so if I came into your country and said, and I typed in pizza, what would I get? And he said, nothing. We don't have pizza. Okay, if I typed in hamburger, what would we get? McDonald's. Okay. I thought that was kind of fun. But great job. I know you put a lot of work into it. He has another version, like he said, that he's working on that's total localized. All the words are localized. And he's having to work on each word one by one. And each word has the word itself for the array, for the dictionary. It also has the root type, whether it's a noun, adverb, verb, whatever the case may be. I believe, is that correct?
Yeah.
And what was the third one was on that as well? Definition?
Definition.
Yeah,
sentence.
definition.
Yeah.
And that's all one array, and you can imagine creating that by hand, and then times, a couple 100,000
Right.
each one, and all be resident on the actual phone. So, commend you, good work. I know you'll keep working on it, so let's give him a hand. Good job. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Okay. Last presenter, but not least. Make sure you get connected here. And that should pick you up right where it's at, I think.
Awesome.
I'll make sure you have any issue. I'll have you, again, just a reminder, there you go. Okay. Spell your name, I'll put it on the board for you.
Caesar, C-E-S-A-R, C-E-S-A-R,
D-E-S-E-R?
C-E-S-A-R.
I always remember to your song. There we go. All right, so looks like that'd be great. All right, sir, it's all yours.
All right. My app's called Fur, and basically, how I came up with it, I met a few people that are from the furry community, which I'm not part of, but I noticed that there's a lack of community base in the applications in the Apple Store, and I think there will be a great addition to the other social media applications, and it will be unique to all the other ones because it is specified for one community by itself. So this is basically the app, and just again. So you started up. That was the splash screen, and this is the logo. I don't know why. I've had problems with different resolutions due to the new phones and the different resolutions of the iPads. So I've had a lot of trouble when coming from the actual application and did trial there, and then going to the iPad. Things come out completely different, and I've had a lot of back and forth with that. Anyways, this is a login page, and that's the logo for now. And you can make a username up down here, so we can make a new one here. But I already have one, so I'm just gonna use the one I got. And then once you log in, you're welcome. You got there, and it goes to this list, which doesn't look very good there, but it's visible in the actual screen here. The list will show the members that are currently online, and you can click on them, and you'll be able to go directly to a conversation. This is the conversation screen. And another problem I'm having that I can't do hide the keyboard, which I think it will be a very easy fix. But for now, I have that problem because I was just testing it on the computer and I hadn't tested it on the iPad yet. And I was like, well, it's too late now. But basically, you can just chat here. So that's working right now. And for now, that's all that's in the application. But I have a lot of different ideas for the future to include in not only this, but having actual profiles for the user base, and then being able to have chats, gallery, profile picture, and geotagging the username so we can find users with location instead of just username. And that's all I got.
That's a
for
great
now for the
idea.
future.
I know I just shipped him, he needed some help over the weekend. I actually just got him his latest code example early this morning, I think. So I think it had to do with profile and helping him with that. But he's using a service called parse.com, which helps for backend database and also notifications. And it's a really cool service. It's totally free for developers, and you can use it while you're developing an app and even all the way through to publishing the app. They give you 1 million iterations free a month, which turns out to be about 30 hits per second for a 30-day time period, which is around 1 million hits per month for free. And so you do have to pay beyond that. But there's a couple local developers that use parse.com. I use it here locally with a company called Stenstrom Construction and Petroleum. You might have heard of Stenstrom, it's around town. And they're using Parse for notifications for reporting. Parse.com is a great source for developers for backend database. I definitely recommend it. It's got free tutorials on there, helps, all that good stuff, a pretty good community that updates all the time. In fact, Caesar was telling me they just recently updated, during the time he's been playing with it, they updated the login, make it nicer for iOS 8. But again, updates, anytime iOS updates, you're going to get updates as well on Parse as well, usually a couple weeks later, up to a month later. But he's done a great job. He's definitely had his challenges, as he said, like everybody has. But one thing I commend everybody in here is that you're here tonight. There's one other presenter that could make it. Levi has been sick for a number of weeks. He's still working on his app. He's about halfway there. But he told me, I asked him if he wouldn't mind I share with you guys what his app is and what he's working on. And so I'll have you disconnect if you don't mind. And then once we're through with that, with his app idea, we will be done. So let me pull up Levi's real quick here. SFX player. You guys have heard of probably SFX, maybe with video, right? Playing video. SFX is a real common video player you might have heard of. His idea was creating an app partly with that. So here's the explanation of his app idea. Talks about SFX sound effect player is what he's calling it, is a user-customized utility app designed for theater and live event producers. He works a lot with audio, by the way, where he works at. The app features an intuitive home screen style that allows users for, I'm going to blow this up just a little bit here. The user custom placement, colorization, labeling of sound effect buttons. While in play mode, each button will play a specific sound effect. The progress of the sound can be viewed below as well as from the volume control. In edit mode, buttons can be rearranged. When clicked, properties can be adjusted. Available button properties include audio file selection, so you can select like an MP3 file and want just 3 seconds of the middle of the music file. You can do that. It also has stop and loop property, audio trimmer, of what I just mentioned on trimming an audio file to the desired length. The real gem of SFX Player, according to Levi, is unlike many other sound effect apps available, SFX Player allows for an unlimited number of sound effects to be used. Most other players require the user to purchase sound effects from a developer library, like for 99 cents a piece. This limits the quantity of effects available and disallows for custom effects to be imported. SFX Player is different, however. It imports all its effects from the user's music library on their device, so from iTunes. All audio files stored on the iPad through iTunes are available to be selected and trimmed if necessary. Sound effects can be anything from 2-second long beeps to a 5-minute song. And because iTunes can transfer local files as well as purchased ones, users can download their effects from anywhere and use them as long as they're standard audio type, file type. Lastly, this app he wants to be 100% ad-free. Users will pay $4.99 on the App Store when he's finished, and that's it. Done. No additional charge for sound effects, no additional charge